Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Keisha Siti Nurmutazlima, and for today I want to presenting the thesis. The title is Teaching English for Young Learners by Using Guessing. We have five chapter. In the chapter 1 we have introduction. In the chapter 2 we have review of related literature, and the third is method of investigation, and the fourth result of the study, and the last one is conclusion. So first is introduction. People need a means of communication called a language to express their ideas and wishes. In this world, English has been considered as an international language. It becomes the language of international communication. English plays an important role in international communication process. People who want to develop their relationship in the world have to learn a foreign language, example English. As one of the developmental country, Indonesia chooses English as the first foreign language. Since 1994, in Indonesia, English has been taught for the student in elementary school as a primary content. So here is the subject of teaching English in elementary school is that the student have ability as the following. First, to develop their communication competence orally in language accompany action in school context, and the second one is to motivate students about the meaning and the importance of English in global community. In the chapter 2 is review of related literature. Here is definition of guessing games as one of the communication games. Actually, guessing game has a similarity by 20 questions, yes or no. The game which is the student play or players has to ask question to guess the object. The difference is that guessing game which the writer will conduct just using question based on the amount of students. It is not have to 20 question. So learning English through games and activities enable young learners to take charge in target language and make the education environment more attractive and active. It is also give them the situation whereas they can be as themselves and they can use their imagination freely but still in teacher guiding. So we have five purposes of playing English games. The first is the students should learn new vocabulary as a result of playing a game. The second one, they should also learn new useful English expression while playing. The third, students should be able to think in English during the game. And the fourth, the playing of the game should promote English interaction among students. And the fifth, students should demonstrate good manner to each other and the teacher while playing. Next is chapter 3. There is method of investigation. There are approach, object of the study, population and sample, role of the researcher, produce of research, and method of collecting data, instrument of the study, and the last one is method of data analysis. In the chapter 4, there is advantage and disadvantage in doing this game. So by doing this game or other game in teaching and learning process, both the student and teacher get some advantage. There are this game teach us how to cooperate with each other. It means if teacher conduct this game, the student can use their knowledge in English to communicate and cooperate with their teammates. And the second one is the communication and relation between teacher and student will be more intensive. Teachers should take a part actively in conducting this game, not just only as facilitator, but also as motivator, guider, and conductor. So the advantages is the first, it needs the basic knowledge in questioning. The second one, sometimes if the teacher cannot use the time effectively, this game can waste the time. And most of all, this game is easy, simple, and interesting to use, so the student get new game, new experience, and also new word by doing this game. And we have analysis. So the first analysis is the analysis of the cycle. Teacher told to each team that they must select a teammate to go to the front of the classroom and face their team. And the second analysis is the analysis of questionnaire. The writer or the consignor in the end of study after did the post test. And the third analysis is analysis of field notes. This is to assess the game, whether this game is acceptable or not. So the writer used the criteria that recommended by Paul. So the criteria were the student involved, are the student learning, are the student active. So in last chapter we have conclusion. After the writer did the study, she found the data through tests, questionnaire, and observation of the class. After doing all of those above, the writer made some notes during and after the study. So the example of notes is like the student ability in speaking skills, especially is asking question, had increased after they did the game. It can be proved by looking the result of pre-test, the first treatment, and the second treatment, and also the post-test. And the second note is by doing that game, the student learns some new vocabulary. And the last one, the game encourage the student to ask questions. So there is the thesis about teaching English for young learners by using guessing. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.